Okay, I'm going to do some legato stuff now. Legato meaning basically its real definition, I guess, is just smooth. But in guitar terms, when people say legato, they mean not picked. And I'm going to do what Guthrie Govan affectionately referred to a little while ago as the Satch lick. And when he said the sweeping lick, he didn't say the Michelangelo lick, which was a shame. But anyway, we're going to do this lick, and basically it sounds like this. Now what's happening there is I'm playing, you can do this on any string that you want, and what I'm doing is I'm hammering from 10 to 12 on the high E string, and then pulling off. So it's hammer, hammer, pull off, pull off. I think the thing that makes it the Satch lick is when you start sliding, because what I'm doing there is playing that, sliding down, and then doing the same technique in the position below, which will now be hammering from 8 to 10 on the high E, pulling off from 10 to 8, pulling off to 7. Then you can slide down. I mean, basically, you know, Satriano slides this everywhere, and then it's 5, 7, 8 on the high string, hammering from 7 to 8, pulling off from 8 to 7, then pulling off to 5. Gets harder as you go up, well, at least I find it does. But all I did there was took it up, same idea. That's the way that one works. Now I use that in combination with another lick that sounds like this. Oh, by the way, if you want to move that from string to string, normally it's the second finger that does it for you. Now the other lick I use, I can't say I use a great deal of this, but the other one I use is I go, and what happens there is I'm pulling off from 12 to 8 on the high E string, then hammering like we did before, right, so it's a similar lick but we're just adding a bit. Pull off from 12 to 8, hammer from 10 to 12, then pull off from 12 to 10, back to 8. And I find for me that one's easier to move about. And all I'm doing is taking that same technique and moving it for all the positions. And basically, when I have a, you know, for me, legato's not something that I, you know, feel is like a creative part of my playing, whatever that is. But it's something, you know, when I get bored and I want to start whittling about, that's probably when I've run out of something else to play. That's what I'll do, normally in some easy key. And I'll just combine those two licks. There's no real time into these sort of things. When you hear people like Satch and that do it, they really are just kind of just going for it. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do a combination of lick 1 and lick 2. Okay, and then normally if I come up, I'll just come up just in normal like that. Seems to be much easier coming down. People like Richie Kotzen can do it great going up or down. I seem to find it easier going down, but as I say, it's not something I use a great deal. But they are quite effective licks. that is basically just a combination of those two things.